A state commission issues direction to the DOT following reports of millions spent on private contracting.
The Waste, Fraud, and Abuse Commission chair issuing a nearly 90-page report outlining a number of ways to save money. News 3's Jessica Arp has more on the report and what they're telling the DOT to do, Jess.
Well, the report outlines some $267 million in cost savings to the state, mostly by controlling overtime, monitoring fraud in state entitlement programs, and combining local government services. On the DOT issue, no dollar figure of savings is estimated, but the report says some changes do need to be made. The chairman's report has practical implications for the Department of Transportation on an issue News 3 has been investigating since May. Private engineers now doing some 70% of state work, oftentimes estimated by the state's own cost-benefit analysis to cost millions more.
It really is a starting point, especially, on the state versus the contract engineers.
But it's those analysis forms and the cost estimates that the commission finds fault with, saying they're sometimes done before a project is fully formed and never looked back on later to see how much private contractors or state workers are actually costing taxpayers.
I think it was clear that all three parties that were represented there agreed that those weren't actually, that helpful, that we should be looking at something after the fact, how did the project actually come out? What was the mix on the contractors versus state employees, and what was the cost of that?
We may complete the project on time and under budget, but that's never reflected.
Private engineering groups say they welcome changes to cost-benefit forms to show how much they actually cost the state.
I think it's a matter of bringing the stakeholders to the table, getting each of our perspectives.
But the commission also says the DOT should continue to hire engineers and find and report the best balance of public and private work to the governor and the legislature.
I certainly think that by the end of the year, we'll be able to come back and say we have a better set of numbers about, comparing our costs, looking back at previous projects, and also, how we can refine that process.
The DOT secretary says they will do work, as the chair of the commission recommends, to compare the actual cost of some projects run by each state and private engineers and compare them. A final report is expected from the commission on these and other issues in January.
Jessica Arp reporting tonight. Jess, thanks.